How now dey my people, welcome to Django in the house. Now this YouTube channel now we go learn basic tutorial skills on Django. It don't take since when last we do video, one or two things and so on. But what we go to learn today, we go to learn simple registration form. We don't talk about the basics of form for our latest video. If you never watch it, may you go through. It's very educative, and I believe you will learn something. Okay, so what we'll be doing now is registration form. These days there's basically any websites that you go that there will not be some form of registration. So Django does registration, when a user have to register, and then thereafter you'll be able to log in to that website to do one or two things and so on. So Django is a beast when it comes to registration stuff. Without much talk, we could dive in. Everything will go siriri wherever in the Nigerian typical parlance. Okay, first I'm just going to come here. I'm still using PyCharm as my IDE. I'm just going to click in new project. Then we're going to name this registration tutorial. I'm just going to name this 4. Yeah, registration tutorial 4. That'll be our project folder. Great. So we'll wait for it to load, and then we advise, if you've not subscribed yet and like, please do. Also leave a comment. That will encourage me to do more this video for educational purposes. All right, great. While this is done, it has created our virtual environment for us, so we are ready to dive in. I'm just going to come here on your PyCharm and click on terminal. There you find out that yes, the virtual environment for you to work with is already created by Django. So we're in our folder registration tutorial 4, and this is the virtual environment we are working in. So next thing you will do on your terminal, I'm just going to push this up a little for space so you can see it. Just going to come here and say pip install Django in capital letter, of course. Oh, great. Now that Django is installed, we have to we will now create our Django folder. But first, just for verification, I'm just going to type this command here, Django admin. Okay, this will check. Okay, fine. I can see some Django commands here. So Django is installed. So next thing, if you're following from the very first video, this is going to be Django admin start project. I'm just going to call this reg tut. Yeah, just going to call this reg tut. It could be any name, of course, any name at all. Now this is your project. What we are learning in this lesson, once again, is just a simple sign-in or registration form. So instead of registration tutorial, you can just call the project regtut. You can name it anything you like, so long as you remember what you do name it, because it's very particular about naming. So I press my enter. Yes, so if we wait, we can see a folder here named regtut. So I can see the into regtut. There we're in cd into okay, there we're in the folder regtut, and I will just run the server to see if everything is working. Py manage.py run server. Okay, you have 13 apply migrations. Yes, but we deal with that later. So let's go. Here we go. Yes, and it's working successfully. You can see the rocket about to take place. Without wasting time, let's continue. I'm just going to Control C to end the server there. So we have created the registration and REST2 project folder. The next thing, I'm going to call our app. Right now, we're going to create the registration app, and the registration app will be Registo. So Django admin start app, all in one word, no spaces. And we'll call this Registo. It could be anything, of course. You can call it Badu. Press your enter there. There we go. Register has been created. You can see it there. Register has been created here. Good. There we go. And we'll browse our project folder. It is so. Let me just drag this down a bit so you can see what it has. So, without wasting more time, I'm just going to go into the models. Now, like I said, the form is going to be carrying this registration form is going to be carrying the full name, the email address, password, and the confirmed password. So let me quickly define this in the models.py. Please try and follow up. I will explain just as I am typing from Django.contrib import from Django.contrib.auth.models import user. Great. So let me manage this. Let me create my models here. So class, I'm going to create one called user profile, and it's going to be carrying the models.model. Oh, this is S. It's flagging an error because I have to put S there. Great. User equal models.one-to-one field. Yeah. User on deletes equal, oh, there's an error here. On delete equal models dot cascade. I see that. Cascade. This is user. Pardon me. Just having a hard time spelling today. So the full name, which I want to be part of my field, I'm just going to define it here. Models dot child field, and I'm going to be giving it a max length. Did I spell length correct? L-E-G-T-H. Yeah, okay, max length equals to 150. That's quite long. Don't know who has a name that is up to 150. And also need the phone number of our client or our visitors to the website to be models.char field. And the phone number, I think most phone number these days, a maximum of 15, I believe. So I'm just going to leave it there, 15. And after that, just define this function here, strself. And what this does is it returns the username in string. So the full name. Okay, let me just bracket and profile. That is this. So this models the one-on-one, it attaches the user's details, and if the user is deleted, every other details concerning the user is deleted as well. When this is done, I'm just going to save this, and then I'm going to go to the next stuff where we are going to type the form. Yes, so I'm just going to close this. So there is no, and okay, in our register folder, this views.py, which we'll work with later. If you're on the community version of PyCharm like I am right now, please take note, you're going to have to override the file type and select Python there. Yeah. So let us create our forms. Oh, okay. First, I'm just going to run migration on this, what's it called, on these models that I just created. So it will be py manage dot, please excuse me, When I created register, I'm just going to come to the project, the main project settings, and tell Django that, hey, I created an app called Register. Yeah. So just follow me. You still do on point. You still do on point. You never fail. So we're just going to register it on an app, on the installed app in our settings. You just click on the reg tooth, which is this the very first project you created on the registration tutorial for, and then you open it and then open the settings, and on the installed app, because the name of our app, the register app, is Register, come here and you go write Register for here. That's what it be. So yeah, we know they speak BB grammar. I dey forget myself sometimes. So when that is done, you close it. So next, I'm going to run migrations. Migration sets the structure of our database. So py manage.py make migrations. Yes, so py manage.py migrate. So just wait for it. Okay, very good. If you haven't done that, so please you kindly do that. You don't set your database ready. So I'm still on this register folder here. We just finished with the models. We just finished with the models. So let's create a form now that will collect this user data. So it will be forms.py. All right, you got that right. So let's go. Just pardon me, just gonna make this bigger. So from our form, I'm just do from Django dot from Django import forms. We import forms from Django, so we create, all those many things now. So now defaults, if you deal with form normally, you will need to import all those things. They import many things for this program when they write to, but no be goods for Yaba market. So form from Django dot country dot auth dot forms. I'm going to import user creation form. Yes, this is the default form for sign up for Django. You just create it from next line, from Django dot contrib dot auth, dot models, import user. If you notice, I created a user function in the previous tab there for models. So I'm going to bring it here so Django knows exactly what I'm talking about. Then lastly, on the fourth line, I'm going to from dot models, so that this models is on the same, what's it called? It's on the same tree as with the form. So that dot here will suffice. Dot import user profile. The user profile is on the models. It is what I created the last time. So I'm bringing it back here for the forms. So now to save basically our full name and phone number, the one we know the user model, well, you will get it. Let's carry on. And if it's any consolation, me, I know to know all this Django import. So you get notes when I for the right time, so that I no go make mistake, because different situation call for different imports in Python Django. You get. So please follow. I'm going to try as much as possible to explain the code just as I type. So let us create a class, which is our form. For the sake of programming styling, I will just call this class custom user creation or form, all in one word. I can as well give this another name, so long as it inherits from this user creation form. For my broad viewers, now make I use all this BB Gable, because if you just call this one Bado now, I just call her Bado, nothing spoil. So long as it inherits the property from this Django default creation form anyway. Let me leave it as custom user creation form, because it is there. I need the full name. I need the full name from our user, and the full name is going to be carrying forms.childfeed. Child feed should not be new to you if you are into programming or probably you're following, because I have referred you to the Django documentations to read on the feeds that Django allow. And child feed is going to carry in a max length of say 150. Yes, then the help. Let's just, yeah, help text. Maybe you won't just read more about her. I'm just going to put something like, this thing is required though. You cannot dodge it. It's required. And at least I said last time is 150. Look at it there, 150 characters or fewer. I might just make mistake here. What did they happen? Eh? How do they spell characters again? You know, say it is well. Okay, that's then. Let us also define. I need email, right? Okay, good. I also need the email, and then forms dot what you get it right. It's even giving me option for the email feed there. Email feed, you must put on. So I will just put required equal true. Yes. So what's next? I said phone number, right? Phone number. Uh, forms dot char feed. Then the max length is 15. And guess what? It is required again. And how do you do that? Required equal true. Yeah. So class. Class. This, I think, is like this. Class meta. So what does this class meta do? It tells Django which model and which feed will they use. And the model is equal to user, right? So that we will fit save user details. That is why it's like this. So and the feeds when required for this matter. So equal to, I need email, right? That's what we talked at the beginning. I need full name, right? I need phone number. Which other thing I need again? I need password one, which is the first password, and of course you will need to confirm password. So I'll call that one password 2. See, the thing really this simple. So we're just going to define feeds to get these emails and and phone numbers, and so that will be, oh sorry, I meant def clean email. This one is just small, sorry please, this one is just small validation. Email equals to self dot cleaned clean data dot get email. If user, no, that user is in capital letter, let's not make that mistake. If user dot objects, right, dot filter username equal to email. Email, I'm trying my best, okay, not to make errors. Dot exists. Aha, you just raise forms dot validation error. You get? You're following, and say this email don't they registered. Try another one. So say sometimes some people go register, then they put one, maybe you don't forget to just they try put another email. So you go check whether that email don't fair day, and if the email don't fair day, you go bounce and go back. Say, you know what, you go try another one. Then after that, you go return email. So we're going to do all this practically. So let me just define another one called save, and then yes, self. That's right. I want to tell them how to save my data now. Commit equal true. Yewa. User equals to super dot save. Yes, super dot save commit equal false. And then I'm just going to do this. Oh, there. Okay, now that the forms.py is complete, let me just run through some of the code. This is the save function. We call this to save data into our form. Okay, basically that the clean data gets the full name and gets the phone number from the client, so from the user, and save it on the database. All right, so let's quickly do write for the views file. Remember, this code has no styling, otherwise it should be longer than this. Let's see what the views file, what we'll do here. So in the views file, I'm just going to add a function called redirect on the one that is already here for me at on PyCharm. From Django.shortcuts, import render and redirect. So just import another from Django.contrib, import. No, I'm going to add a request. I'm going to take the request function. There we have if request dot method equal post. Yeah, put that there. The if also always goes with a semicolon. Then we'll say form equal custom user creation form, which is right there, and the method of course is request dot post. Right, you following? So if form dot is valid, meaning once it has done all the check, so what do we do? Form dot save. Right, following? So when you save, we just add some messages dot success, then it shows this requests and just nothing. The request should be simple: registration successful. Let me just add correct, man. All right, so let's carry on. Else, that is if something happened along the way. No. It will be return redirect. There should be make we carry the person go success page. Something like that. So I'll just return the person to redirect. That is the way to do it. Redirect and our app register in semicolon success. Yeah. So let's just do something like this. If there's an error somewhere along the line, maybe village people attack the person for rows. So messages dot error. And then why is it showing me red now? Okay, yeah, it's supposed to be S. Yeah, because of this message is here. Let me make it big. Because of this message is here, so this is supposed to be S. So the message of error should be request. Yes, the message of error dot request. So and the message it's going to carry is it's simple. We just give it error. Set error wrongly. Check your details. try again. Okay, that is being said, and you just return render request register. Oh my god, that's it. That's our app. Our app name is register, and register.html. This means we're going to throw the registration page, the registration form rather, back to the customer or back to the user on the website. That will be register.html, and we just add so what are we throwing? We are throwing the form. So for context, we can put something like that, form here and form. That's right. So Django knows that, hey, we are throwing back this form, and the form is the customer, yes, it's a customer creation form. Let's put that there. Yeah, it's showing error because it needs to be there. So form, so we do this, yes, return render request register register.html. No, not end. That's right. So that will be all for our register. So we're going to be defining another one, which is success, and then of course to take the request handler. This is pretty straightforward. Return render request, and there it's going to send us to the success page. Register slash success.html. So what next? In this view, we have succeeded in saying, okay, our form is going to be submitted through the post method, and it's also going to check if it's valid. If it's valid, the message pops up saying registration correct, man, and then it redirects you to the success page. However, if you know this successful, you can't see error message, read error, check your details, and then it throws you back, it throws the form back at you, and then that is why we need to tell Django that, yeah, this is the form, and so on and so forth. So what next is, of course, we show up the form here, the custom creation form, and the register.html, and then we also define the success page, which will be required, which is next, that is when it's submitted. It will show you the success page, but we haven't created these templates just yet. We haven't created the success page, neither have we created the register.html. So what are we going to do next? You guessed right, we are going to create the templates for that. So I'm going to come on this app here, and I will just right click it and come and say new directory templates, and right click again, new directory. I'm going to give it my app's name, register, and in register I will do this, and you guessed right, register.html. Good. So the title here should be register, or let's just give it something like sign up. Yes, we're going to give it something like sign up, and that is okay for that. So it already has the head, the body, and so on. So let's just give it a h1 tag, and then no, okay, No. Yeah, oh, I've confused it. Sign up. I'm just gonna call this register page. Register or registration page. Uh, okay. Registration. Yes, of course. Replace with this. Thank you. So all those messages when go pop out, we'll do them with this Django template messages and put it like for message in messages. Open the bracket there. We'll just do something like P, the paragraph tag, and it's going to display all the necessary message. Be careful not to, because we are typing sort of blindly here, because there are no code completions in the community development yet. Just for the professional. So we'll just end for here, and these tags will be the one to handle all the messages that Django needs. So let us create our form for rendering. The form is form method equal post. That's right. Just end it there. Then since we are dealing with form, it is important to put this Django security stuff here, and it is CSRF token, I believe. Just close it there. And what next? Just double quotes there, double curly braces, form dot asp. That's right. And then I'm not going to forget to put the button. I forget in my last class I no put button type. The button type is submit, and then which I go put here. Should I put register or press on? May I put press on? Press on to register. No. Let's keep it professional. I'm just going to type register. Make on a mind for rich grant. So that's basically what I'll do. Next, I'm going to create a success page. The success page is quite simple. We'll not even waste any time there. We'll call it success.html. Let's say this, just call it success, and it's going to come with a h1 registration successful. Great. Then it comes here and say P, you don't finally register. Yes. Are we leaving out anything? Right. So after we don't do all this one, we could remember say we never configure any URL for here. We don't do view models and so on. We never do this URL. So let's quickly create URL Python, and then I'll say urls dot py. So what will our URL think from Django? We are always importing. Import path. No, not. No, sorry for that. From Django dot urls import path from dot import for views. Okay, and our app name is equals to register. URL patterns. This thing they do no. Leave, don't give me any reg tools. Don't leave them like that. URL patterns equal to put that stuff there, path, so that when we run our server, the registration page should be the first thing we see. So that is why I'm going to do this, so that it will know exactly where to look. Okay, I'm supposed to put a bracket there, and then this, and I'm going to come over here to say, why is this showing me? I'm going to check that out later. Views dot register, and give it a name equal the name equal to what's it called, register. Great. Show me area. Let's see why. Okay, I'm just going to delete this. URL patterns equal, yeah, path equals to, oh, excuse me, there's no equals to there, pardon me. Yeah, do that. Views dot register. Okay, there it's helping me do the code completion because it has been created on the views file. Name equal, we're going to name it register. Then what next? We're going to define the path again, and this time it will carry register slash, yeah, views dot register name, of course, with the register. Great. Okay, showing area, comma. So one more path. This will be for the success page. Success. We did define success, yeah, we did, and the name equals to success. So there we go, the command there, and we are good. One more thing, we've created the templates, so we still have to update our settings here on the settings and tell Django that, you know what, you have to check the template for, you have to check the desk folder templates. So basically that, close back the settings because I don't want to mess up anything there. Okay, I'm just going through this, taking a look at it. So far so good. If you're following, I think we're on the right track. If I'm missing something, yes, the URLs here still have to be configured. I have to import the include function over here so I can include the register.url. So how do I do that? Include, that's right. And okay, the admin is imported, so I'm just going to follow this path here, and it's going to be path, that's, yeah, the two double quotes, comma, include, and you guessed that right, register.urls. All this one will make everything go siriri wherever. When that is done, I don't think I'm missing anything yet that I haven't done so far. In the settings here, let me open it again. I have told Django that, hey, I'll be using the templates. This templates folder that I created is going to check it out. And I have also registered my app on the installed apps here, which is Register. I've created the models, the tests, sorry, the models, the forms, and of course the views file. Yeah, so we won't come do again. I'll look this thing. Be like say one thing still there. Okay, yes, this admin.py. Okay, this is not really necessary for now, but then just for the sake of our login video which will come in, I will just come here and say from dot models import user profile. This is not the user profile when we create for models. We go carry and come admin because I go show now, since I don't the teaching, I never show now the admin panel for Django. So we'll do down there, user profile. Then I will just tell Django and say admin, right? Dot register. I'll take it and put it in this. I'll take user profile and put it in the admin. Make it admin show us the full name, the email address, and the phone number when we save. Yes, so I'll just create class. This is how I want it to show me. User, I mean, they create this one now. I can give it any name, but I'm just user profile admin. dot model admin. That's right. So list display, just list the display like that. Full name, comma, what do I need again? I need a phone number, comma, and I need a user. Just basically that, and we are done with it. So when all is set and done, so what next? Let us run server. Pi, the pi, run server. Everything looks good. Servers run, and no issues. Everywhere it's silence. See what it will do. Okay, so here we are. Congratulations if you've done everything correctly. If you've done everything right, you're not supposed to see any errors or whatsoever, and everything is supposed to go fine. And this is what is supposed to come up. So I'm just going to put in mic. Oh, my Google Chrome here is telling me, okay, it's auto filling for me. So my email address, okimike@yahoo.com, my full name, Michael Oki, and the phone number 070. Yep, that. So I will just give it a password. Excuse me. I'll just give it a password. I'm going to use coconut 1234. There, I'll put it again. Coconut 1234, and let's say register. You wait for it to load. Did I do anything mistaken? Oh, you don't finally register. Congratulations. I'm going to end this video here, but just for confirmation, let's see why those messages were popping up, if it's going to pop up as well. So I don't finally register. At the back end, which is the admin, we're going to learn that on the next lesson, and the login on the next lesson. But if, for example, I go back and just let me refresh this again, or rather let me run the server again. If I run the server again, excuse me, yeah, and I refresh this, good, yeah, you can see yeah. So let's say I'm putting something like this Michael Oki again, and I'm putting okay, the full name, okay, Ogoro, okay, and okay, has the phone number of 66 put 63, and the password is jollof rice. Okay, likes jollof rice. 234. Okay, and let me just make sure the password doesn't match. So you see some validation error. Yeah, so there are so many errors here. First of all, this email has been taken, and I'll click on register. Okay, there are so many errors, and it just cannot. The validation for Django is so cool. So many errors. So I'm just going to check the details and do it again. Oh, remember, there are no stylings here, so we can do stylings and make everything cool, like what I have done in previous lessons. But however, this is just, I'm trying to teach you the functionality, the basic thing. I don't really want to do many hard work here. So I'm just going to leave this email and just put okay Ogoro, and the phone, and just put let me put another fruit, which fruit comes to mind? Mango 123, and do that again. Mango 123. So let me register and see what it said. The password is too common. You would not believe this. Well, you get the point. You get the point. So it works efficiently. It works really well, and it is so very good. So I'm just going to close this page here, and that's it. Lastly, register. The sign up form can be finer than this. Let me show you something that I did something here. just going to end the server, uh, and I'm just going to open the lesson 01 to show you how fine and how we can use stuff like this to design them. Yeah, just wait for it to load. Okay, I'm just going to cd into first lesson. By manage.py on server. Yeah, so when I click here and put sign up, yeah, you can see how beautiful this sign up look. Yeah, how fine it is. So this is an example of registration page. However, this is what we're dealing with right now. I'm just going to close this. I'm just going to close this page. And so we are good, though this our page doesn't have much styling, but it works. So on our next video, we're going to be checking out the login when the database have collected the data, and then using that data to relog in. And I'll also show you the admin panel of Django. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please do like, comment, and share. I will attend to every of your questions. See you next time.